Hi, this is Olivia Mounts, and this is my Week 2 discussion board over dual federalism and separation of powers. Federal intervention following the Brown v. Board of Education decision was necessary because of the local resistance to desegregation. In the process of it, African American students were met with opposition and extreme violence from white students. Not only were the African American students harassed, but so were their families and those who supported the integration of black students. So, the federal government had to intervene to stand up for the students' safety and to withhold the legitimacy of the Supreme Court's law that supported equal education. This occurrence reveals how the federal government has the final say over state governments. States can try to resist laws created by the government, but in the end, the federal government enforces what is deemed constitutional and can override what states put into law. Pertaining to this case, how did the legislative, executive, and judicial branches use their individual powers? Within the judicial branch, the Supreme Court made the ultimate ruling in the Brown v. Board of Education case. They ruled that it was unconstitutional for public schools to segregate black and white students. As a part of the executive branch, the president was able to play a part in enforcing the ruling of the Supreme Court. In the circumstance that occurred in 1957, when 9 African American students were integrated into an all-white school, President Eisenhower used his power to send federal troops to the school to protect these students from violent encounters from those who were against desegregation. Lastly, the legislative branch contributed to the ruling through Congress, which passed laws supporting desegregation. These legislations ensured that the implementation of desegregation was permanent in schools. One of the biggest challenges a senator, president, or governor may have faced in addressing the divided public is dealing with social unrest. Riots, protests, and violent outbursts occurred because of the implementation of desegregation. White people were attacking and pressuring African Americans, and even those who just supported the law. Leaders had to find ways to maintain what was deemed constitutional by the federal government, and had to stop the unrest of those that opposed it. They also had to try to appease both sides. Leaders had to deal with those that resisted the changes involved in desegregation, and those in favor of it that wanted the laws to quickly take course. So, why is it critical to understand the different roles and responsibilities of representatives, senators, governors, presidents, and judges in implementing change? It is critical to understand the different roles and responsibilities in government because each area plays a different part in how it works. Changes in the nation start with us as citizens making the government aware of what we want changed. Since each part of our government has different responsibilities, it is very important to know who deals with what. Certain issues may only pertain to a certain branch, so knowing which area to go to for the issue is the first step in getting things done. Thank you for listening.